This is Russian defense video reportedly taken from the cockpit of a drone. More drone footage from Russian television, this time in color. According to the U.S. military, the targets included the runway, the aircraft themselves, hangars, fuel, and more. In fact, I'll show you it all in just a minute on satellite images that are exclusive to Fox News. And this video from Syrian state television, reportedly from near that very base. If you look in the distance there, you're able to see some smoke on the horizon. Of course, for President Trump, this is clearly his most dramatic military order since taking office, a drastic change to the president's personal opinions on Syria and the U.S. military action. And more importantly, probably as a nation, it's a significant change to the U.S. approach in that war-torn nation and with dealing with the ruthless tyrant himself, who for years has been slaughtering his own people. For his part, Assad called the U.S. strikes reckless and irresponsible, and his advisor accused the United States of helping ISIS.
The aggression of the U.S. on Syrian airport today is a proof that the United States is not intent on fighting terrorism, but on giving a helping hand to terrorists.
Well, beyond Syria, the White House is now in a new world with Russia, it would appear. Along with Iran, Assad's biggest backer on the global stage is the Russians. As I mentioned, Fox has learned that a Russian warship is making its way toward our destroyers there. And we showed you the Prime Minister's response, indicating this is no longer a conflict by proxy. Now he puts it on the verge of a direct conflict. As for the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, he says President Trump ordered the strikes under a far-fetched pretext, his words. Putin saying Russia's military will reduce cooperation with the United States and reinforce Assad's air defenses. Much more on Russia in just a moment. But first, over on the wall, I want to show you exactly what the airstrikes targeted. Here's a satellite image of that Syrian base. It's a pretty expansive place. You see the runway and then the access lanes there. They're from ImageSat International. That's a private satellite company. Obviously, it's difficult to make out exactly what we're seeing here. So let's add a little color to this map, and this will give you a better idea of really what everything is. Let's watch the colors. In the yellow over here, those are described as double-hardened aircraft shelters, basically reinforced hangars. There are 13 of them in yellow. According to the military, they hit all 13 of them. In orange, those are workshops. You see the one dot right up there for aircraft maintenance. And then if you look in the blue down here, all of this, these are ammo storage areas. You can see that there are roads that lead up to them for storing ammo in all of these different places. And where each blue circle is, that's where a Tomahawk missiles strike. Fox is told the strikes took out all 10 of those storage areas. And then let's look in red. These red dots here around this labyrinth of roads, the red is defense and control systems. So in these areas, they're able to control what happens in the flight pattern here. And finally, in green, fuel and storage reservoirs. It looks like there are 3 of them right here. Officials say that the strikes wiped out most of them, but they say a couple are left.